You can make drawings, you can sketch, you can do whatever you want, no copyrights, and record the whole thing is great. We'd love for you to take it all home with you. How many of you, this is your first time to Polyface? Okay, a ton of you. Wow, awesome, welcome. Thank you so much. It's we're always amazed and humbled and I don't know what all the right words are, but just very humbled and amazed at all the different folks that come and just the different new faces that we see every time. So thank you very much. We're honored. The other part is this is not a lecture. I don't want to be a one-way street here. So if you have questions or thoughts or comments, you know, raise your hand, jump right in. If it's something I'm going to cover later, I'll allude to that. But if we want to get your questions answered here today, and that's why we kind of keep it small so we can get as many questions answered as possible on this tour. And so along with that, no questions are off limits. If you want to talk, if you were comfortable to ask the question, I'm comfortable to talk about it. So religion, politics, earthworms, whatever you want to talk about, we'll go there, okay? And we'll talk about them. But we'll have a good time doing it and share ideas and just see that. A lot of times it's nice to be able to see the animals and really get out and just, you know, is this as real as you've seen in the videos or the books or whatever? Does it really exist? And so we're here today to show you that it really does and have a good time doing it. My grandparents bought the farm in 1961, so everything that you're going to be seeing here today is mostly has been under our care for over 50 years. Where we're going to go first this morning at the cows and several of the stops this morning is going to be on a new piece of property that we purchased 3 years ago. Again, we talked about the aging farmer, and this is one of those, and a rare occasion that was right next door. And so we were blessed and had the opportunity to purchase it. But you will see some of the differences, and we'll talk about them a little bit while we're there, so you can see what it looks like under about 3 years of our care, and then as we roll on to some of our piece that we've been involved with for over 50 years, you can see the difference. So that'll be an interesting example. For those of you who are dying to see hogs, break out the tissues. We will not be seeing pigs on pasture today, just because we don't have any close by. So if that was your one burning thing, I am sorry. You can leave now, but we're going to see everything else, and we're going to make an extra stop at some poultry. We're actually going to see a cow move, so that's pretty rare. So anyway, we're going to make it up to you. But for those of you who really wanted to see pigs, the pigs are going to be here in the barn. We don't have anything close. We have a lot of pigs out up the mountain, but a 2-hour tour is not going to get it. If I start going that way, you are going to start thinking the 2-hour tour song, and you're going to start getting worried. Okay, you start throwing breadcrumbs out. So before we get started, yes, ma'am, you have a question?
Do you have horses?
Do we have horses? You will not see horses either. Sorry. So I know. My daughter's also discouraged about that. I tell her, I was like, you're helping her by what you have around your shoulder right now. You are helping her in her horse vision. So thank you very much for that. Other questions before we get started? We will be without a bathroom for the next 2 hours, so hopefully you've taken care of that situation other than trees. Yes, ma'am.
How many acres were purchased originally?
Okay, how many acres were purchased originally? Good question. They purchased 550 acres originally. Again, this was back when it was affordable for paying for it with land and pasture and taking care of it. They worked off farm a lot. My grandpa was an accountant, and my grandmother was a school teacher and helped pay for the property at that point. But it was only 100 acres open. So as we go around the barn here, it's mostly, we go all the way up to the top of the mountain here. So if any of you are from Colorado, it's a mountain, I'm sorry, it's what's called Little North Mountain. Look on a map. I know it's not maybe a mountain to you, but it is. So check it out. But we go up to the top of the mountain. And so that's why we got into pigs for the woods and stuff, because there is so much woods. And that's why we see the sawmill and all of our construction stuff, because we have access to so many trees. But originally it was about 100 acres open. Actually, it was about 150 acres open and 400 acres of woods. And then there were so many abused hillsides at that point that they planted about 50 acres of trees and fenced out and let it go back to wilderness because it was just too steep and too abused to do anything with. So now it's about